When the bullies cornered the new girl and ripped at her clothes in front of the whole school, they thought it was just another cruel prank, but they didn't know who they were dealing with. By the time they realized their mistake, it was too late, and she was already coming for them, one by one. Read this chilling revenge tale to the end, because karma doesn't knock, it kicks the door in. If you love dramatic revenge stories with wild twists, don't forget to subscribe for more. When Emily Cross walked into Iron Ridge High, nobody suspected the quiet, pale-faced girl with raven black hair and a scar trailing beneath her left. I was capable of much more than shrinking away in the shadows, let alone vengeance. But when a pack of popular bullies, Brenda, Crystal, Jackson, and the infamous twin tyrants, Lyle and Kyle, decided to make her first week a living hell by tearing her clothes in the middle of the schoolyard and mocking her bruised past, they triggered a chain of events they couldn't begin to understand. Because Emily wasn't just the new girl, she was a storm-wearing skin, hidden weapon forged in the fires of pain, her past soaked in blood, abandonment, and betrayal. And while the bullies laughed and posted the video online, calling her patchwork psycho due to the rough stitching on her handmade clothes, they didn't know that Emily once survived an orphanage run by a sadistic cult that taught her more than just survival. They taught her patience, planning, and the power of retribution. And as she stood silently watching the comments flood in humiliation, hate, mockery, something ancient and cold awakened inside her. Something that whispered, "Let them beg." Her plan wasn't impulsive. It was surgical. First came the infiltration, earning trust from the teachers. Then slowly becoming invisible to the student body, a ghost weaving through halls, listening, learning, manipulating until she knew every secret, every vice, every weakness of her enemies. And she began with Brenda. The ringleader with a fake scholarship, she blackmailed the principal into approving, intimately sent anonymous evidence to the school board, and watched with detached satisfaction as Brenda's life unraveled on stage during the assembly. Screams echoing off the gym walls as security dragged her out, her college dreams torn to shreds like the very shirt she had torn off Emily's back. Next came Crystal, addicted to the image of perfection. Living off the lies, she fed her followers online until Emily hacked her cloud, releasing hundreds of unfiltered, vulnerable photos and confessions to the entire school, shattering the porcelain masks she wore and leaving her sobbing in the bathroom, clawing at her own skin. But that was child's play compared to what she had in store for Jackson. He thought himself untouchable, the golden boy with a daddy in politics. But Emily found his darkness, how he secretly filmed girls in the locker. Ruman leaked it to a group of underground vigilante hackers who not only exposed him but hacked every device he owned, turning his life into a waking nightmare of flashing screens, unending alerts, and a voice whispering pervert every time he turned on his phone. And by the time he was expelled, arrested, and publicly disowned, Emily was already watching. The twins, Lyle and Kyle, the cruel jesters who turned her trauma into a meme, who didn't know she had found their stash videos of them, torturing stray animals in the forest stand when she leaked those tapes. It wasn't to the police, but to an activist group known as Fury of the Forgotten, who hunted down abusers like wolves and delivered street justice so vicious the twins were found beaten, bloody, and left tied to the Iron Ridge High flagpole, with the words "Monsters Bleed" carved into their backs with a pocket knife. And though the town buzzed with rumors and fear, nobody ever suspected Emily, the quiet girl who sat in the library, always reading, always alone, always watching. And yet her revenge didn't end there, because she knew there were enablers, the teachers who turned blind eyes, the principal who laughed at the video, the security guard who said, "Boys will be boys," and one by one she dismantled them too. The principal's shady financial dealings exposed through forged donation records Emily created with surgical precision. The gym teacher caught red-handed dealing steroids to students after she manipulated his inventory logs. And the security guard, who ended up in jail when Emily accidentally dropped an anonymous tip about the illegal betting ring he ran. From the teacher's lounge, and as the school fell into chaos, bleeding authority and credibility, Emily stood untouched, the eye of the storm. A phantom who disappeared as suddenly as she arrived, because the final twist was this. There was. Number Emily Cross. Not officially, not legally. She had erased her identity long before enrolling at Iron Ridge, using skills she learned during those dark years in the Cultron orphanage, adopting a new name, a new face, a new story, and when her mission was complete, when every last tormentor had tasted fear, loss, and ruin, she vanished without a trace, leaving behind only a crimson-stained uniform in her locker and a note etched into the wood with something sharp. You thought I was prey. I was the reckoning, and though the town tried to forget, tried to patch the wounds, rumors still whispered through Iron Ridge High of a ghost girl with eyes like storm clouds, who brings ruin to those who harm the helpless and every year. When a new student arrives, quiet and bruised by the world, the halls fall silent, and the staff tighten security, not because they fear for the new kid, but because deep down they wonder, is she back? If you love this chilling tale of brutal revenge, don't forget to subscribe for more powerful, twisted stories that leave you breathless. Asterisk.